big salute, family. Let's get it.
Maya. ¿Tú estás bien?
Sí.
¿Tú estás bien?
Sí.
Muy.
Of course.
Only 2 hours left in this experiment, and the island is a war zone.
Yes, Susan, the NFFA have been releasing first-hand footage from some of the participants.
Naya.
The images have been coming in at a furious pace over the last few hours. Some of the footage looks like a battle.
Isaiah injured his neck the other day. It was a lot of blood. I thought I cleaned it all up. Look, it's nothing you need to worry about.
I'm sorry about my paranoia. It's just, this is so crazy. Okay, this is so crazy. I look at her. I think about this night. What they're doing to us. What they're doing to this country. I'm worried about this country. I'm worried about our future, you know.
Okay, listen. We're not gonna let anything happen to her. This night will not win.
Family, did you see in the movie clips who these militia groups was attacking? They was attacking our people. This is a movie called The First Purge. And if you have not watched this movie, you need to watch it. You had militia groups coming from all over the European countries. And they came into our communities. And they was shooting our people. But I want you to notice something. That our people stood up together and fought together. Some died. But in the end, our people overcame. This movie is not for your entertainment, Israel. This movie is to let you know what they are planning. You think that all these militia groups is training for nothing? Now let me say this, and we're going to put this into perspective. You always hear people say the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. We understand that our power is the Most High, Yahshua HaMashiach, and all the holy angels. But I want to read something to you and we're going to make it make sense. This is Leviticus, chapter 22. The book of Leviticus, chapter 22. And your brother K. Judah is going to pick it up at verse 35 and 36. The book of Leviticus. I say the book of Leviticus. The book of Luke, chapter 22, 35 and 36. And it reads, and he said unto them, when I sent you out without purse and scrip and shoes, lack ye anything? And they said nothing. Then said he unto them, but now he that hath a purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. Why did Yahshua HaMashiach tell the disciples, sell your garment and buy you a sword? Because he understands, family, even though the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, a time will come when you have to defend your wife, your kids, your loved ones, and you're going to need a sword. But K. Judah, the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. What is the weapon without faith? What is your stockpile of weapons without faith? If you are stockpiling weapons and you are atheist, you are doomed. Your weapons won't save you. If you stockpiling weapons to protect your family and what you have prepared for them to sustain you and your family, and you have faith, why they shooting guns, bullet going over the head, bullet passing the shoulder, bullet passing the leg? The hedge of protection is about you. Nothing won't touch you because of the hedge. So what is your weapons without faith? It's nothing. When our forefather David was wielding a sword in battle, what was the sword without the presence of the Most High and Yahshua HaMashiach? The sword is nothing without the Lord being behind the sword. Your gun is nothing without faith. Because even though your weapons that you have, if the Most High is not with you, you are doomed. If your faith is not in Yahshua, you are doomed. Because a time will come when you will have to defend your family. Family, listen. They are planning something behind the scene every day, thinking of ways to destroy us. We have an invisible power that they cannot see. We have a host of angels they cannot see. We have our king at the right hand of his father they cannot see. But he still told the disciples to buy a sword because he knew once I am gone from you, get your sword. You gonna need it because there's a time for everything. Time to love, time for peace, time for hate, time for war. You gonna need that sword, man. So these movies, like the First Purge and all the other Purge movies, they know this is coming eventually down the pipe. They didn't make this movie just so you can go, wow, oh, this is not for entertainment. This is to put out in the atmosphere who the enemy is. So all these groups who watch these movies, this going into the subconscious, and they are planning all this training they doing, all these guns they have, all these bullets they're buying. They are going to try and come up against us just like in this movie. But Gentiles, even in this movie, in the end, you lost. See, in your movies, you always overcome in the end. But this should be one time you will never overcome. See, we are rising up spiritually. And our people's spirits is becoming like David. Our people's spirit is becoming like David. And a lot of our people not even afraid to give up their life for the Hamashiach. We are not afraid to give up our life for the Most High. We know what we doing this for, man. And we are not afraid. So, in protecting our loved ones, if our people have to give up their life for their other brothers and sisters and their families, many are willing to do that. Because we know that there's something greater on the other side for us, for losing our life for the Hamashiach, for losing our life for our loved ones and our families who depend upon us to protect them. All these Gentiles and these little small militia groups, you're going to lose. You're going to be utterly destroyed. The battle is already won. He will feed your slain carcass to the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. Your stink shall come out of your carcass, and all the fowls and the beasts of the field shall feast on you Gentiles. Your blood shall be spilled, because since you have not hated blood, blood shall pursue you. I say this in closing. The sword, which is the modern day gun, and some people still use the regular sword. Just like in the medieval times, they still use those type of weapons today. But let me say this about the sword, and I'm out of here. What is the sword without the presence of the Most High? What is the sword without the hedge of protection? Some people tell our people don't buy swords, meaning guns and bullets and certain things like that. But the Hamashiach said buy a sword. What is the modern day sword? Guns. Because he know you're going to have to defend your family. He even told us to gather ourselves together as a nation, right? We're going to have to fight side by side for each other. I know it's hard for you to believe. I know it's hard for you to conceive in your mind that this is coming down the pipe. These movies are not for entertainment. They are showing you what they are willing to do and will do and gon' do to keep themselves in power. Be vigilant, stay prayed up, keep the hedge of protection upon you, your family, your children, and your loved ones. Pray for your nation, that the Most High will show us favor in this time. Do not put your faith in the weapons, even though you need the weapons. You put your faith in your King, and you worship and praise your Father. The weapon is a defense, but the Most High and Yahshua is your protection. Once you start putting all your stock and trust into weapons, and you have removed the Most High and His Son, now you are a man that stacked power with weapons with no hedge. David told Goliath, man, you got a sword. I got the power of the Most High, the living power. David had stones. Goliath had a sword. Who overcame? David. Okay, Judah, he threw some stones. Oh my. Those stones had the power of the Most High, who slung the stone. When David was swinging his sword, if the weapons of the warfare are not carnal, why did David have a sword? Because David did not put his faith in the sword. What is the sword without the power of the Most High? The sword means nothing without faith and without the power and presence of your king and your father. So Israel, this is not to scare you, but to encourage you. In the end, you win. Your king will come and save you and deliver you. No matter what man is planning to do, he will not overcome. Even if you take some of my brothers and sisters out, you still lose in the end. And the lake of fire awaits you. How you know that, K. Judah? They have forward our affliction with a spiteful and evil heart, meaning evil mind. And if y'all believe that a lot of these Gentiles who hate the apple of Yah's eye is just gonna go into the kingdom with you, you have been woefully misinformed. Now the Gentiles who have no hate towards us, who are staying out of the way, who are trying to put their faith and trust in the word of the Most High in Yahshua, y'all just stay out the way. But your pitiful, disgusting brothers and sisters of your nation who have hatred and are planning an attack on my people, they gonna lose. And the fowls of the air is waiting, and the beasts of the field is lurking to feast on your carcass. And your brother K. Judah wanna say, Shalom.